to my step.
Damu, Kiwe conversation. The only place you gonna get it is the only place you gonna get Big U.
West. Welcome to the Damu Kiwe Conversations. It's Duse M, the voice of the West Coast, the home of the culture, the Damu and Kiwe Conversations. Y'all make sure y'all go ahead and bang that like button, you know what I'm saying, on your way in. You know, it's like taking your chucks off before you step on the gangster's front door. Yay area Detroiter here for the content. Well, you definitely gonna get it today, bro. You know what I'm saying? I want to change the banner real quick. I don't know where it's at. I don't know. I'll figure that out later, man. Let me see. Styles. Oh, there it go. Bam. We on. We gonna change that. We flaming today. You know what I'm saying? Salute to all my Kiwes. Indiana checking in. 3 versus game in 05. Salute to you, King. Thanks for pulling up. Y'all make sure y'all share that. We gonna get into this. Before we get into it, we got the content. Best channel in these YouTube streets. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Even more than that, right? Let me go ahead and do this real quick. Did y'all hear what he said? Maybe y'all didn't hear what he said.
You niggas is busters. You niggas was not trying to be seen with me.
So, y'all know.
That whole Main Street shit, that was... I talked to dog. I talked to dog.
He said he talked to dog.
Put that on that case. You know I'm the one got told on. Put that on Pyru. That didn't make statements. None of them cases. Put that on Pyru, didn't make statements.
Salute to Florida. What part of Florida, bro? Salute. Florida's Florida. B-Roof, salute. So,
put that on Pyru.
Mo Hill, West, salute. Deuce the chat. Shout out to the Blue Red Smile. Always on their job. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, am I lying? Put that on Pyru, you not. Put that on Pyru, you not. Put that on 60 Crip. Nigga, you on paperwork.
Okay, shout out to Tampa. You know what I'm saying? CS2 Badges, aka CS2 Back. Hey, everybody that's on Instagram, going over to Twitch or go to YouTube, that's where I get paid. Corey Boy was bracket, FTB, Rick the Ruler, salute. You know what I'm saying? Y'all going over to YouTube at ActiveChuckss. Hit that like button as soon as you get over there. If you haven't subscribed, we on a mission to 10K subs. Right now, we need about 720 subs, and we'll be at 10K subs. Go on over to YouTube, subscribe over there, hit that like button so you only get an hour content on Instagram, and then they're going to shut it down. I have to make a new one. But go on over there now. We ain't waiting no longer. Everybody that showed up early, that's why y'all get the content. Deuce had me rolling yesterday. Laugh out loud. Bruh said he needs to see cowboy paperwork. Deuce pulled his own. Deuce seems to die. Is a real one, bro. Yeah. You know, see, when you get up, when you in that joint, right? The clink out, right? You know what I'm saying? You already know. Rock my baby, his voice is so annoying. Whack is a way lion. Hey, man, his voice is so annoying. But when you up in that joint, right, as soon as you pull up, you got your paperwork with you. You got your shit rolled up in a little burrito. You know what I'm saying? Your blanket, you know what I'm saying? Your sheet, you know what I'm saying? Your towel. It's all rolled up in a little burrito. And you stepping up in that thing, and you get up to the cell. What's up? I'm Duse M from Brim. All right, that's right. Whoa, all right. Hey, look, here go my work. You put it right there on the little table. You know what I'm saying? So you get in. It's the stainless steel sink toilet. It's a one deal operation. It's a onesie. You know what I'm saying? The stainless steel toilet sink, nigga. You know what I'm saying? This is where you gonna drink your water, wash your face, brush your teeth, and shit and piss at the same time. You know what I'm saying? This is it. This is it. And your bed is only centimeters or inches away from that. The metal steel bunk. And you set it right in the back, because behind that, you're going to have, you know, your shelves, and then you're going to have a table with a hard-ass chair, a steel table with a steel chair, you know what I'm saying? And you put your paperwork on the seat right there. Hey, homie, hey, there go my work, you know what I'm saying? Now, this is a good indication that your celly is a new booty, or he might not be good. If he don't be like, oh, I got mine too, I'm gonna pull it out for you. Give me a couple minutes. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I go in a little burrito. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But look, we gonna start the content off early. We got enough people up in here already. What, we almost at 80. Bang that like button like you bang a hood rat pussy early in the motherfucking morning. Annoying is just the tip. I truly can't. So, for those who don't know what's going on, Scott, the Sconbay, what's happening? Deuce in chat, UK in the building. Shout out across the pond. You know what I'm saying? Worldwide, like the internet be, with your state hygiene. You know what I'm saying? With your state hygiene. You 100% right. I can't believe I forgot that. So we going to get into the content. I was just going back and forth with CS2 Back, a.k.a. CS2 Badges himself, the federal confidential source himself, WACK100, right? So this is one of my old posts. When I found if you go look on my videos, I found a demand for $5 million against Worldstarhiphop, WACK100, and YouTube, right? All of their attorneys received the $5 million demand based upon copyright infringement. So you see the writing up top. So he screenshotted that $5 million copyright infringement demand for payment filed versus WACK100, Worldstarhiphop, YouTube, and then it got the money bags. And in the back, it got the no jumper thumbnail when I first when Worldstar first removed my documentary at 3 million views on Worldstar, exposing WACK100 being a federal confidential informant. And they took it down once WACK filed a defamation, a cease and desist, and a defamation of character thing. So he misleads the people and says WACK100 wins major lawsuit against Worldstarhiphop. How you win a lawsuit when you settle, you dumbass nigga? This lawsuit money don't matter to WACK100. This was a message to major media platforms. He's saying the money don't matter because he settled for some crumbs. You know what I'm saying? So, bang that like button. We finna cook this rat today, man. We got fried rat on the boil today. You know what I'm saying? We know on the deep fryer, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So he posted that, and then he got Ghost and them niggas, you know, his professional dick pullers, you know what I'm saying? The Oscar Mayer Mafia, you know what I'm saying? The Oscar Mayer Mafia, nigga. The Golden Knee Pad Awards assistant. He don't even got the Golden Knee Pad Award. Cheeseburger Chuck do. He's the assistant to Cheeseburger Chuck, nigga. So boom. So here goes CS2 Back. Cash Jones versus MediaLab AI. And then it goes into the whole case details. And he just showing you all of this stuff. If you pay attention, you're going to see it talks about the whole complaint that WACK100 filed at Worldstar. He didn't file a civil suit or defamation suit against me. Why would he do that? He know he'll lose. He didn't file a defamation suit against Money Mark Stevens. He didn't file a defamation suit against Robert Ross, StuddaBox. No. He files it against Worldstar because he knew they got enough money that they more than likely is settled. He knew they wouldn't want to expose him, right? But look, is coming up, and you're going to see boxes of minute order hearing on special motion to strike under CCP section. So that's the motion that Worldstar MediaLab filed to dismiss it. But he's going to keep going because you're going to go notice of settlement of entire case, 10/31/2025. 10/31, they filed a notice of settlement, right? That means they had just offered them when I told them on the Dead Homies, they might offer you one now. But I had just talked to Worldstarhiphop attorneys. What date was this? September 10th, right? And we'll show y'all proof of that. But if y'all pay attention, WACK100 said, what happened to the CS2 Back talk? He hates being CS2 Back. Nigga, yeah, you gave old Wack another payday. Hashtag next. Link to all the work in the story. If I was him, I wouldn't have been paid by them. Blood. The nigga put blood. If he was him, he wouldn't be playing. Imagine a dumbass, ignorant ass, slow ass, spoiled valley baby acting as if he understands law and he has no clue. So I put, just because you settle out for crumbs, that don't mean you're not CS2 Back. Worldstarhiphop declared the documentary was substantially true. So if they decide they will waste more money in legal fees proving that, as a company, they can offer to be done with the whole thing for crumbs. That's a business decision. It has nothing to do with the substantial argument of you being confidential source number 2 back, right? Oh man, his fans went crazy. Look, 43 comments. Bolo Vonia said, ActiveChuckss, facts. He think people are slow like him. I said, what's crazy is most people don't understand how law works, so he plays on their lack of understanding. A lawsuit in itself doesn't clear him from being confidential source 2 back. He needs to bring his statements that he admittedly made to the Federal Joint Task Force in the Deja34 Records, Mainstream Mafia Crip investigation, and the Death Row Records investigation into the death of the Notorious B.I.G. Reggie Remarkable said, ActiveChuckss, big facts. The Ruger, y'all niggas want Wack to be the police so bad. Here goes the meat eaters. It don't matter what proof they put in front of y'all. It don't matter if the niggas on the case say not him or the fact he won this shit right here. Now, we see this shit just content at this point. Y'all doing what he be doing just because he doing it. Keeping it gangsters out the window today. It's about keeping it content. High Roller Illuminati said he is the police. Bolivia said, what? We need you on No Jumper. You a new character, unlocked. Bolivia said, nigga, fuck No Jumper. ActiveChuckss, I said, Ruger, we want him to be a rat. I said, pull his eggplant out your mouth. Both StuddaBox, Mark Stevens say he was on that wiretap. And he was CS2 Back. Even Greg Caden, Detective Greg Caden, admitted to Scandalous Los Angeles TV that it is obviously Wack on the wiretap and that the paperwork clearly says CS2 Back. So if they're talking about, well, we'll get into that later, but it's going up. So Demi Hendrix, smart brother, says, or it's a female, whoever, this is actually facts. It's a smart thing to do. Shit, that they do that with the police department too. They settle because the city loses more money trying to fight it. So now I've gave proper context and understanding to what a settlement is, and WACK100 didn't like it. So the nigga say, hold on, because he got the popping real slick at Duse M. You know what I'm saying? This is about 30 minutes ago. We live, bro. I'm talking about we got 40-some comments up here, 30-some comments right in 30 minutes. It's going crazy. This man calls everybody else snitches and rats. Somebody calls him a snitch and a rat. He take them to court and sue for money. Smart, but this man is diabolical. I thought you was a street gangster, gangbanger. Blood, why are you suing people for money? Cop killer, try again, bozo, man. You fucked up when you said if CS2 was me, why would they pay? That alone let me know it's you. And to let you know you can be an informant if the person saying you are an informant. Hold on, this is my G homie, bro. Hold on. I got a Bistro Brown. What's bracking, big homie?
You call me Woo?
Yeah, this Bistro?
Yep.
Yeah, hey, Bistro, this Eminem, this Duse M, bro.
What's up with it?
Hey, man, I'm going to hit you right back. I'm live on YouTube, so just give me about like an hour. I'm going to hit you back, bro.
Just hit me.
All right, well. So back to what I was saying. I was reading this. Person saying you an informant, they still got to prove it, even if you really an informant. If the accuser can't prove it, you can win lawsuit. Nice try, bozo, aka CS2 Back. And the fact I catch you all the time responding to regular pages and you act like you don't see my comments, let me know you can't win with a nigga like me. So you stay away, which is smart. But CS2 Back gonna stick because it's you. Only the unsmart will fall for that lawsuit shit. You pumping, broke man. That let Blueface come home on some basic shit while French show your soft ass how you supposed to welcome home your artist. You can't out slick a can of oil. Nigga, I'm a real New York nigga. You can't outsmart or outthink me. That's why I see through your shenanigans. At ActiveChuckss, CS2 Back think he can wiggle out. Cop killer at NYC. Shout out to New York for smashing on this rat. Look, then we up 914. They got the rat taking a bath. Reggie Remarkable got another rat. OG cleanup. Look at the dick suckers. Now, if any nigga still carrying that CS2 Back shit after this is slow as hell, y'all got that man a check off y'all lying. Then IWF said, confidential source. Notice the case with Main Streets and Big U, he's supposedly a victim in both of them. Right. Paperwork don't mean everything. Hope y'all know that. This just shows they settled out. And also there's rats running around with paperwork every day. 20 Glocks. You literally admitted to being in the paperwork. Right? Then Fody Mamato, just because you sue Worldstar don't mean you're not a snitch. The federal government not allowed to reveal their snitches under no circumstance. Only 137 confidential sources can't be revealed. They can't even be, their identity can't even be revealed to a judge. You know what I'm saying? So they could reveal a 270 snitch, but a confidential source, 137, they can't. So unless you take the stand, which would be a 270 confidential source in court. So if Worldstar lawyers reach out to the federal government to try to get them to reveal who their confidential informant is or was, they're not going to do that. We know you're a confidential informant. We watch you put the whole play down on Big U. You call Big U a snitch. You went and got one of his homeboys from his circle and put them on No Jumper platform. Vlad TV, DJ Academic, to talk about Big U criminal history. You know the feds listen to podcasts and all the rest of them goofies. I'm not going to lie, you smart. One of the smartest snitches I ever seen. And you do it in plain view, in people's face. You are a cold-blooded blood rat. You know? So then you got T Grizzly and every other black man who's been attacked by McElroy Jones needs to sue No Jumper any and every time he throws false accusations on them. Facts. But that's enough reading. Oh, that ain't enough reading. Let me go to what he was saying about Duse M. Hold on. We gonna go to we gonna go to what he was talking about, Duse M. So bam. So y'all know I'm on my shit. So there it go, 100 show, right? So y'all see, this was an hour ago. So he says, at ActiveChuckss, 6 figures, not crumbs, my guy. You blew your dead homies up. I blew my dead homies up when I said they might have offered you something after I talked to them, because now they know what the expenses is gonna be total. So they trying to stay up under a threshold. Then he said, ActiveChuckss, are you saying this case hasn't been finalized? You got me paid. Go tell another lie. Hold on. Look what this rat ass nigga said. You got me paid. Go and tell another lie. Bet they won't post it. Now I'm gonna take your channel. Now I'm gonna take your channel. That nigga want my YouTube channel. He hate that I expose his bitch ass, right? So all of these peoples is like it. How I broke it down. Don't trip. My lawyers will be at you soon. Laugh out loud. And the truth of the matter will be substantiated publicly. I promise y'all that. You know what I'm saying? We ain't letting that rat get away with that shit. He going down like the Titanic. I'm going to make sure. Nigga, bang that like we got 200 people in this motherfucker that quick. You know what I'm saying? So now we going to get, okay, there we go. We was up over here. We got G-Mac, West, Damu, and Kiwe Conversations giving you the dopest content. Welcome and subscribe and lace your chucks and stay active. Tell them again, G-Mac. I'm dropping the link for anybody on the team want to come up here and fuck with me today, because we going to get into a lot of legal shit, and I don't want it to get too boring while I'm, going. But Mikey B, salute, cut. What up, Drew V? Panda Man, salute, ActiveChuckss, salute, Panda Man, salute, bro. You know what I'm saying? Black Boy the Chef. Did y'all catch it the other day when Adam told WACK he was driving trucks and fucking Ray J? Yeah, that's nothing surprising. He's a sexual deviant. You know what I'm saying? Who else always talk about he got sex tapes of men? Nigga, you just watching male dick all day. Niggas up. Do you know the difference between facts and reality? Do we know the difference between facts and reality? StuddaBox was exposed and was scared. He tried to clear his name, and CS2 Back was slowly fading away into tiny draws, and Duse relit the flame. That's a fact, bro. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my brother G Money. He should be paying attention and watching right now. I sent them the link. You know what I'm saying? CS will be exposed with Greg Caden get mad. That's their last bullet in the holster. No, Greg Caden already gave up too much. He could give up more details, but he gave us what we needed the most. You know what I'm saying? I just dropped the link in the chat, Pooh. Informants will get exposed. Sources may be federally protected. That's why they name and face be hitting. Like Alonzo Zoe Scott. June said, talk your ish, Deuce. He acting like a settlement excuses him from being CS2 Back. Buster, Deuce stamped that name and we all riding with it. Dead homies, nigga. Shout out to the Pacoima Paru blood. Big Bird, South Carolina. Reggie Wright then already told the world who CS2 Badges is when he said that only 2 people's names were not used in the movie Murder Rap, and they were the informants. WACK100 was Alonzo Zoe Scott in the Unsolved movie, The Trucker. Hey, Shalom, brother, peace and blessings, family. ActiveChuckss, Big Duse M's in the chat. That's a fact. Sean Hines, salute. So look, we finna get into, I'm finna break all of this shit down, right? So I already had sent it to Mike B. You know Mike B, my partner, man. He be whooping with me all the way, right? So let's get to this real quick. We can show y'all this. Since he want to say that, let's debunk that off the top. That because he settled, that means he ain't CS2 Back. A settlement, especially one reached before trial, does not imply anything about whether the plaintiff was or was not a confidential source. While a settlement does not mean the plaintiff wasn't a confidential source. Settlements are not factual findings. One more time, the first thing that ChatGPT tells you about settlements are not factual findings. When parties settle, the case ends without any legal determination of the underlying facts. The court never rules on whether the plaintiff was a confidential source, whether the statements were defamatory, or whether the publisher was liable. Parties often settle for strategic or practical reasons to avoid legal fees. Yeah, man, Worldstar might have felt, man, we gonna pay $500,000 in legal fees going to trial to prove this nigga CS2 Back, right? And we if we could get this nigga to take 50,000, 40,000, 30,000, nigga, you know what I'm saying? We let the nigga go on. They might not want to expose the feds rat anyway. They just want to get the shit over with, right? Help them save face, to avoid publicity, to reduce risk, to protect ongoing relationships, and because each side wants certainty rather than litigation. None of these reasons require admitting anything about the truth. So WACK saying that he won some crumbs. They gave him a little money to let him go on the way. But that don't clear you, nigga. Since when did a nigga being accused of being a rat by some street niggas think that they could file a lawsuit and clear their name? Where the fuck raised this nigga, bro? Bro, you gotta bring your statement, nigga. You weren't supposed to make no statement. But since your bitch ass, rat ass did, you gotta bring the statement that you made on that 60th floor at FBI headquarters on Wilshire. Admitting you told us you made that statement. You in your big ass mouth. So because you made a statement, the Federal Joint Task Force, Detective Greg Caden, your handler, Darren Dupree, Paul Fournier, Sheriff Deputy Paul Fournier, Detective Michael Coet, Sheriff Deputy Michael Coet, all of them, okay, we got Panda Man up here with us. All of them, you made a statement to them. So while you were talking to them, you waived your Miranda rights. So that's documented. They got to have proof they had the right to talk to you, right? You and your attorney waived that right. So now you're talking to them. Anything you said, they had to write notes with and or record, unless you had a queen for a day. You know what I'm saying? Where you just debrief. But you spoke with them twice. Once there and once at your lawyer's office. Greg Caden said they also met you at your lawyer's office. So we need both statements. That's how you clear your name from being a confidential informant in relation to the Deja34 and the Main Street Mafia Crip investigation. Mikey B, salute. MRG, yeah. Queasy, post-settlement whack or another lie. I'm here. No, I think I seen somewhere it said there was a motion for settlement. WACK100 has failed to show us the actual settlement documentations. I think because he don't want us to see he settled out for $1 or $1,000 or $5,000. You know what I'm saying? Peace, Deuce. I hope that all is well. Success to you in your week. Opposite of going viral. Salute to you, bro. Appreciate those blessings. WACK already told us when the feds kicked down his door, him and his lawyer went to the federal building. WACK never told us what that conversation was about. Oh, no, he told us what the conversation was about, bro. You tripping. Where you been at? Hold on. We gon' let me finish this, and I'm going to tell you what some of what, we don't know all of what the conversation was about, But I'm going to show you what some of it was about. Let's finish this real quick, right? Confidential source disputes are especially likely to settle. These cases often involve sensitive information, risk of exposing even more confidential material, desire by both plaintiff and defendant to avoid precedent or discovery that makes settlement more likely, not less. You think that this clears you when ChatGPT is telling us that a dispute about someone being a confidential source is more likely, especially likely to settle because it's sensitive information, the risk of exposing more confidential material, and a desire from both the plaintiff, WACK100, and defendant, MediaLab AI, to avoid precedent or discovery that makes settlement more likely, not less likely. Bottom line, a settlement tells you nothing about whether the plaintiff was actually a confidential source. It only tells you the parties chose not to continue the litigation. So what? Good try. Them dumbass niggas on the 100 EBT side might believe that weak ass shit you did. Let's get to this video. He went live. He went live about an hour. He on a brag and he. Hold on. Everybody greet Pat, man. Go on over there and subscribe to him. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and go over there and subscribe to him if you ain't already did that. We be running content together here and there. We got a big interview coming up too, man. Y'all might not want to miss it. I knew Whack a Rap, the way he was questioning Loose Cannon. Yeah, that was some real rat shit. So we can hear you, Panda Man. You muted up. Say what's up to everybody. Miss Lisa House.
Hey, salute.
Salute. Sean High. Hey, look, CS2 Back settled in the interest of justice.
Salute to the team, man. Salute to the family, bro. Salute to my big brother, man. I'm locked in, tapped in. Hey, man, stay on Wack head, man. Wack had me fooled in the beginning, man. He make that P and that B look bad. You know what I'm saying?
Man, he stay on him. Us look bad because he won't show up. We've been trying to hold him accountable for some time, and it's been a couple demonstrations. But we gonna get
feeling it. He feeling it. I be watching. He feeling it.
Oh no, he feeling more than he lets on. But we got this. Let's hear what he talking about. I ain't even heard this. WACK100 reacts to winning a 6-figure lawsuit versus LA MediaLab and them blaming their business partner Big U.
It's Ray Give TV.
Let's get right to it.
It is no, like I guess, like you say, there's no suit on that, I guess.
Bro.
Because that is a form of defamation, though, right?
Bro, listen, and what they need to do is do like I did.
Good point, bro. Sean Hines said, shit, if he ain't CS2 Back, don't settle and break they bank. That's a fact, bro. That's what he was supposed to do. That would have proved it. Let's go.
Sue Worldstar, 6 figures. They just paid 2 weeks ago.
Show us the receipts that it was 6 figures. Because we don't believe you. You need more people.
Right.
That's why you hear everybody real quiet.
Yeah, I think
you hear.
Damn, hold on. What's going on? Man, my reception been messing up for a couple days. It says my internet is on. It got all of the bars. Maybe I need to close some of this shit out. Let me see what we got. Let me close some of this shit out, man. Let me see what we got. Joey Westside, salute, man. We got that break baby thing. Yeah, let's close this one out. No, we could keep that one open. Yeah, we can close one of them. Boom. What's going on?
You hear everybody real quiet.
I think
You hear everybody real quiet with that CS2 Back shit. I sit back, I waited. Oh, y'all put it up on Worldstar, no problem. Boom. Now you know when you file that civil suit, all doors is open. All the truth come out. Boom, hit them. Public figure, defamation of character. Well, we got this from my business partner, Big U. Okay, we don't give a fuck where you got it from. Suit on LA Media and Worldstar. Y'all put it up 3 million.
That's a lie. He was arguing, his lawyers were arguing that he wasn't a public figure. Because if he would have admitted that he was a public figure, then it wouldn't have been defamation. By law, he would have forfeited the lawsuit. He's lying. But go ahead.
Public figure suing y'all. What y'all want to do? Investigate. Judge, what came out of it? Well, we pulled the paperwork, investigators, talked to detectives. Man ain't had nothing to do with this shit. They don't know who this man is about this shit. We ain't got a leg to stand
Where's
up.
all of this at?
Settle with him because if it go further, he gonna.
We got the paperwork. It don't got none of that in the paperwork.
Out the back door. That's why they quiet. Go online right now, Mike, and Google Cass Jones, LA Media Worldstar civil suit, and watch it don't pop up. Just settle. They quiet right now. Everybody quiet because the narrative is gone. See, once you sue a mother, all the doors is open. Ain't no such thing as a seal file or none of that.
That's a
Everything
goddamn
on the
lie.
table. Google it.
He said, and whenever you sue somebody, all the doors is open. Bro, a 137. I'm gonna go get that paperwork. I'm gonna go get that video. Somebody from the team go get that Phil Carson video, FBI agent Phil Carson talking about 137 informants. Let's go.
It'll pop up. They just don't want to talk about it.
Southern Forest.
Don't want to talk.
So how long was you going back and forth with him? Why you even had to go back and forth with him? I'm glad you won. I hate you had to go through all that.
Well, what you mean, nigga? When you dealing with some, I got millions of dollars. That company got millions of dollars, nigga. It's a cat and mouse game with attorneys.
Right.
It was probably about a year.
Shut up.
Talk about they pulled his paperwork.
mean,
No Cap
fan.
Network. Salute.
I'm talking to WACK. Another nigga I don't know.
Nah, but look, this was.
I lost $50,000 because I didn't buy a domain name. My advice, head to Wix and
Let's get right to it.
It's Ray Give TV.
Hey, another thing I noticed too, man, when dude arguing with people, man, we get to calling people dummy and stupid, he lying, bro. Dummy, stupid, he lying, homie.
Damn, he ain't even talking no more. Hold on, let me fast forward it. This the quietest I ever heard the Gleazy Guzzlers. Oh, bro, they ain't even talking about nothing else.
Yeah, definitely unusual.
Yeah, they always running their mouth. So anyway, let me close that off. You know what I'm saying? So that's what CS2 Back in them was yelling, right? And we finna get to any one of y'all wanna read this stuff on me? Blue Smith, what up? They paid that Freddy Krueger face ass nigga. Man, they paid that nigga some crumbs, bro. Blue, we got the content. Freaky Bloodline is like a reflex. He can't help it. Deborah Williams, hey family, WACK, lying as always. Dudes find the video of Phil Carson saying what? Phil Carson explaining to Reggie Wright Jr. about confidential sources 137s. You know what I'm saying? Wack know that's not real. He ain't got no conversation for niggas. That's how you really know. Yeah, because he don't want why he ain't show the thing? If he got 6 figures, he's supposed to show the thing. I can show y'all something real quick, right? And I blocked mines out, right? But he could easily did this. I sent it to Cheeseburger Chuck. Y'all know Bad Luck Cheeseburger Chuck. You know what I'm saying? I told him to tell his daddy, CS2 Back, that he could show this, since he said that the settlement was final. Boom. Now watch this. Y'all want to see this? This is the email, right? This is my settlement agreement. Settlement in Sims versus Amazon with YouTube. YouTube settled out, right? YouTube, Sims, draft settlement agreement, privilege, confidential, right? I'm resending you my revised settlement agreement that has the fees going to hit my lawyer's trust account. I also sending you a copy of the court notice of the filed complaint showing the $400 filing fee and invoices for service of YouTube for $89.99 for total expenses $489. So my lawyer wanted his money too. So he was sending me the invoices for all of that because the money was being deposited. But if I cut it off, but down there it actually shows how much the settlement was. I wasn't never, they could breach the contract if I show it. But that nigga, hold on, let me see. Deuce, you paid your enemy, bozo. I finally got back that 2,000 you got out of me and my dumbass exposers. Damu and Keep Kid the Barber, what up, bro? Bang that like button if y'all just coming in. Wack no, a lie can't outrun the truth, man. He know that. CS2 Wack lies, deception, and narratives, police work. All roads lead to pork butt, man. All roads lead to pork butt, man. So, anybody want to assist me today in reading? So, first, WACK100 is saying that they didn't believe he was CS2 Back. Another lie. Let's blow this up real quick. Just this part right here. Second affirmative defense. Plaintiff's claims are barred in whole or in part because statements allegedly made by or attributed to the defendant, which is MediaLab, Worldstarhiphop, were substantially true. And defendant had reasonable ground for believing the truth of the statements. This is what Worldstar said in their motion to dismiss. The motion to dismiss is part of the appeal, a special motion to dismiss sent to the appellate court. It has a court date of January 2026. WACK100 and them settled out because they couldn't let the courts dismiss the case, and because they argued that it was substantially true and that it needs to be dismissed. Oh yeah, we gonna get up in you today, CS2 Back. We ain't letting you ride, boy. You know what I'm saying? So let me drink some water, man. I don't want to get no high blood pressure. But
hey, so when you say help reading, what you need help reading, bro?
I'm gonna try to send you the link right now, and then you could read it. It's we gonna show. I'm gonna show a couple things,
right?
But I'm gonna send you these right now. Let me start this video. That'll allow us to do that. Then we'll get into the legal side of it. Shout out my guy, Street Certified News, El Guapo. Right there. Y'all already know what it is. $100,000. Let's go.
What's going on? I'm Larry Hoover Jr. and I'm rocking with Street Certified News.
You know how it is, your boy Kiss, man. Shout out to Street Certified News. Hit him, Mr. Oh, yeah, y'all already know what it is, man. I'm rocking with Street Certified News. We got behind the scenes, man. We're gonna tie this bitch up.
What up, it's your boy Bum J. We rocking with Street Certified News. ASAP Great.
Man, Street Certified News, man. Shout out Big Bo. Shout out WACK.
Yo. It's your boy Michelle Guapo, man. Street Certified News. We back with another one. Man, first off, man, if you guys smack that like button on this video, man. It always helps. You know what I'm saying? When you guys drop that like button, you guys always support our videos. We greatly appreciate it. This week, man, you know what I'm saying? With all this Rolling 60 stuff going on and Big U, and there's been a lot of people that have like kind of come out just more than us and have really had negative words for WACK100 regarding his information and how he shares information and how it could potentially be helping law enforcement. WACK100 continues to claim that, you know, he's a street guy and he abides by street codes and street rules, but he always seems to find himself embroiled in situations where he's given a little bit too much information to law enforcement, or he's being treated a little bit too lenient by law enforcement. Although we're not really gonna get into the Big U shit, we might get into it a little bit later. We wanted to get into a 2006 gun case where WACK100 and his brother, both convicted felons, were caught with seemingly an artillery of firearms. You know, shout out to ActiveChuckss, Duse M's. We spoke to him later in the video. He gave us some insight. This was all information that he collected directly from the county office down there in Texas. So he'll talk to us about that later. In part one of the video, we spoke with gangster documentarian Al Prophet. In part two, we're really going to break down this 2006 gun case and how it coincidentally lines up with an older story that we told you guys about WACK100 getting caught on wiretap with the StuddaBox, Liddell Rawls, Mark Stevens case in the Main Street Mafia Crips. So, hey, man, look, with no further ado, it's all going to come together, man. Trust me, it's crazy. So, hey, with no further ado, man, it's your boy Michelle Guapo, man, Street Certified News. April 16th, 2005. Safety trooper Darren Chase was on a routine patrol on Interstate 40 in Wheeler County, Texas, when he would pull over a 2005 Cadillac for driving 77 in a 70-mile-per-hour speed zone. The driver, later identified as Cash McElroy Jones, stated that he was a truck driver and always ran about 5 miles over the limit. He also stated that he was en route to Tulsa, Oklahoma for a funeral. At some point during the traffic stop, the trooper would ask Cash Jones for permission to search his vehicle. After denying the request, K9 units were called to the scene. During the search, troopers located a black rifle, black shotgun, a loaded black pistol, along with several clips and large amounts of ammunition for each gun. Following the recovery of the firearms from the vehicle, both Cash Jones and his passenger, who would later go on to be identified as his brother, would be arrested, with both men being charged with unlawful possession of a firearm by a convicted felon.
Classic one.
Soon after this arrest, he will be briefly placed on a Fed hold before posting a $10,000 bond. Once out of jail, WACK100 would travel back to Los Angeles, where he would continue working with Death Row Records and Suge Knight.
Renegade Duchess, what up?
Only 2 years later, in January 2008, police would name Knight as one of the members of the mob Pyru Street Gang and a crackdown by authorities in the city of Compton.
He settled, but he won't show.
Despite his music industry connections and now managing Ray J and rapper The Game, WACK100's name would be left out of the crackdown. In that same year, Cash Jones, aka WACK100, would be caught on wiretap, informing business partner Mark Stevens that the Main Street Mafia Crip leader Liddell Rawls was under investigation for the kidnapping and beating of Robert Ross, aka StuddaBox. Liddell Rawls,
who prosecutors said was the leader of the Main Street Mafia Crips gang, would be accused in a criminal complaint filed in February 2011 of directing members to kidnap, beat, and rob the victim, Robert Ross. CS2 Back will play a pivotal role in that case, both helping authorities connect the dots to Dale Dog via the wiretap phone calls and eventually helping Main Street beat their case.
Let's play StuddaBox talking to WACK.
This is what I'm trying to figure out, though, Box. Help me understand this, because me and you both know that whole case was your thing. What is Mark saying I had to do with the case, bro?
Like, listen, in the paperwork, it said you tried to call Dog, remember?
I tried to
and he
call
won't take
Dog.
your call. And I sent it to you. And he said
I talked to Dog.
But he said he didn't talk to you. He wouldn't take your call. But they said he wouldn't talk. Yeah, and Dog said he was cool. He didn't want to talk to you in the paperwork.
Mark
That's what you said was going off of what
that whole Main Street shit, that was your play. I had nothing to do with it. I was a victim.
Only 1 month after the indictment of the Main Street Mafia Crips, on March 9th, 2011, Cash Jones, aka WACK100, would appear in Texas State Court to have his charges finally dismissed from that 2006 unlawful possession of a firearm case, where he was caught with multiple firearms and ammunition. The stated reason for the dismissal was not lack of evidence or a violation of WACK100's rights, as he claims, but based on the paperwork, WACK100's gun case was dismissed in the interest of justice. Investigating this story, we tapped in with our brother Duse M from ActiveChuckss, a very popular California-based media company. They really tapped into the streets, and you know, Duse M's, man, this is somebody who, when it comes to WACK100, and he's done extensive research on this guy, he really breaks down, you know, how WACK100, you know, and why he concocted this whole improper search and seizure thing.
So this is my question. So WACK has addressed this before, right? Because we know the story real. We got the paperwork. He can't dispute it. It's a real case. He really got caught with hella guns as a felon in Texas. With other people. And his brother was a felon, right? So it was 2 felons that got caught. Right.
Right.
So has he ever explained how these charges got dropped? Because you sent me the paperwork and I see what it say, and it says in the interest of justice.
I sent you the video where he claims that it was dismissed for illegal search and seizure, right? Now, within that same paperwork that you got, I got that paperwork from the clerk of Wheeler County, Texas, the deputy clerk, old Debbie McLaughlin, right? And you probably can see that on the email, right?
Right.
To verify where I got it from. And there was a motion to suppress the evidence, which essentially argued fruits of a poisonous tree based upon the argument that this was an illegal search and seizure.
Right, I saw that. And the judge denied that.
Right. Now, WACK, I'm going to send you the thing where WACK is saying that's how his case got dismissed.
I get pulled over and the search happened in Texas, right? So immediately, that's why they had the Fed hold. They like, well, yeah, you know, he crossed the state lines, but you can't prove none of that. How you know I didn't pick it up in Texas if she found something? Wheeler County, there you go, Cass Jones, Wheeler County. Them motherfuckers. Hey, bro, shout out to Texas for having audio and video on the front of their squad cars. Because if I'd have been in Cali Beach, I'd have been fucked. I'd have had to take it. Yeah, because they have to write the report based on the audio, the video and the audio. Yeah. Like if I'd have been California, it'd have been my word against theirs, but the ex-con word against theirs on how they got it. Them niggas could have said they saw something on the back seat. They could have said all kind of shit. But because they had audio and video, that's what saved
Damu, Kiwe.
I see that you are now adding flavor.
Beautiful black family. Let's go.
Right. So basically, WACK is lying about why this case got dismissed, and we know that because we contacted the clerk in Texas. They sent the paperwork, and it clearly states that his motion to suppress was denied because the judge found that none of his rights got violated. They did the right kind of search, and this is what they found. So then when they had the right probable cause. So he didn't get that evidence suppressed. So then when I see the motion to dismiss,
King Buckwell, salute,
and the judge grants it, and I see it's a list of all of these things that it could be.
Right.
And it's a lot of
checked.
You said what?
One of the boxes is checked.
Right, only one of the boxes is checked. But the things that it could be were surprising because it was like lack of evidence. Nope, that's not the problem. Illegal search and seizure. Nope, that's not the problem. Like I think it said something like the person that died or something. It was like a few different reasons why they would drop the case. And none of those things were X'd off except for this thing that they call in the interest of justice. What's your take on what does that mean when a person get a case dismissed? Like what is in the interest of justice? What does that usually mean?
That was the first time I ever heard it, right? So in the interest of justice essentially means that the prosecution filed that motion to dismiss the case. So WACK100's attorneys and WACK100 had to convince the prosecution that it would be in the interest of justice that two ex-felons crossing federal state lines, making it traveling interstate commerce, making it a federal case, that sending out that message is that it's cool. It's in the interest of justice that we don't prosecute this dude, which is a far-fetched reach, right?
Especially in Texas, when it's people that got 5 years for just weed in Texas.
Don't mess with Texas.
You know what I'm saying? So this is my other question. So like you said, he's trafficking goods across state lines. Him and his brother are already convicted felons. Somehow, some way, they get their charges dropped. Why did this thing never go federal?
Right? The feds have put a fed hold on him off of the top. He admitted to the police in a statement to the trooper, Darren Chase, that they had came from California and he was going to pick up his mother for because she can't travel. But the dude once WACK100 says that he got a bail, his brother didn't get bail, they let him out first. He only had $180, but he had a black card. He says that a white man picked him up, him and his brother, but if the bail bond was closed until a couple of days later, how did you? And then he said the airport was 50 miles away. He was transferred to Beaumont, a federal facility or some kind of holding facility in Beaumont. He was in jail for not just a night or overnight to the next day. He says 6-7 days later, he was still in jail on a hold, and that the feds came all the way to where he was at to tell him, hey, look, we don't want to pick up the case. Like, why would the feds come talk to you in person?
Right, they just wouldn't pick it up.
Or they would fax over information to the jail or to the district attorney in that city. Now, y'all can pick it up, we can't do it. Why did they have to come speak to you face to face and then you get a bail? You know what I'm saying?
And then they don't pick it up.
Nasty work.
So this was the interesting thing I'm gonna put in there, and it's gonna come with the story. Like I said, we working on the story.
That's your boy.
Man, I can't wait to get there, man.
Everyone who served our country should be able to own a home.
Within 1 month. So in my research, and this is a little spoiler, man. So you know what I'm saying? Within the research,
Chris by Meeks, what up?
That Main Street Mafia case, where WACK100, we know by now, was caught on the wiretap. The indictment for that case was February 2011. That's when those guys got indicted. Now they end up the case getting dropped in June, but they got indicted in February 2011. WACK100 got
was going on before that,
huh?
But the case, see,
the case started in 08. So yeah, I know the case started in 08, and they was investigating it that whole time. WACK was caught on wiretap in 08, but they actually didn't file the charges to 2011.
Because StuddaBox went to jail.
Coincidentally, a month later, WACK100 gets his Texas gun case dropped almost a month to the day in March of 2011. And
you did your calculation.
You could check the dates. I was gonna say you could check the dates. They indicted Bell Dog and Main Street Mafia Crips in February 2011 after a 3-year investigation or 4-year investigation. And a month later, WACK100 got his gun case dropped in Texas.
It's your boy, Emerxo Guapo, Street Certified News, man. The most reputable source for urban media. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all for staying tuned to this 2-part series.
Nina 13.
Shout out Prophet, man. Shout out Duse M. And like I said, man, really the moral of the story is a lot of these guys be lying about who they is, they life or whatever, and they perpetuating images that are not positive for the kids. And it's even more hypocritical because they perpetuate images that they not living even in the first place. So, hey, like I said, man, Street Certified News, the most reputable source for urban media. We appreciate you, man. Please hit that like, comment, subscribe, man. We love you. We out.
Shout out my boy Guapo. Street Certified News, man. Street Certified News already knew. So we went all the way back to where it appears it first started. You know what I'm saying? CS2 Back is saying this. I'm finna do a couple things, and then my boy Panda Man is gonna read the lawsuit. My lawyer will be filing it in, I think he said February. He in trial. When trial's over, he got a vacation. When he come back from vacation, it'll be filed. So yeah, Worldstarhiphop will be sued. WACK100 will be sued. MediaLab, who own Worldstar, YouTube will be sued, and then Label Engine for and y'all get a better understanding when I do that. But let me show y'all some of this first, right? So Instagram is dead. So let me go ahead and close Instagram, right? We're gonna have to make a whole new Instagram up. So boom, we could go here first. All right, bam. So WACK is talking about you blew up your dead homies. Do y'all see the date over here? September 10th, 2025. Can y'all see that? September 10th, 2025. He didn't sign this agreement until what did it say? The 31st of September or some shit. So when I talked to him, I told him you ain't signed no agreement. They might have offered you something now. It had to be within the last couple weeks. So him trying to push that weak ass narrative ain't not gonna clown me, sucker. Click up. I stay alone. Because why bring variables into your equation? I've always walked alone for a reason. All I know is I don't know anybody yet. I've been investigated by feds, had them looking goofy as fuck, all confused, like what the fuck is going on? We've been looking at the wrong guy for years. Hey, bro, you sound a little bit guilty over there. I don't know who you is, but you just came out talking about you had the feds looking goofy as fuck. It's possible. I beat the feds on my second indictment, but I don't know. You on here explaining that like you feeling guilty. So let's go to this first, right? So WACK was talking. Oh, hold on. So let me show this up. So this is with O'Hagan and Meyer attorneys. Brooke Royez. This is to my email. You know what I'm saying? MediaLab. Royez and O'HaganMeyer.com. Good evening, Lamonte. Do you have availability for a call to discuss? I have availability tomorrow at 12, 2 p.m., 3 p.m. Please let me know what time works best to connect. Thank you, Brooke Noel D. Royez, Associate Attorney. These are the attorneys for MediaLab. You know what I'm saying? Craig Robinson, O'Hagan Meyer, Clint Robinson, not Craig, Clint Robinson, O'Hagan Meyer, and Brooke Royez. Those are the two attorneys that following day, so that was September 10th. So on September 11th of this year, I had a phone call with Worldstarhiphop attorneys concerning my money. Here it go right here, right? Greetings. I am Lamonte Duse M Sr., CEO of ActiveChuckss Entertainment, the executive producer, director, and actual copyright holder to the exclusive copyright of the documentary WACK100 Exposed for Being an Alleged Federal Informant, copyright PA 2482376, ISRC number QMEU 323-91660. I previously contacted MediaLab IA with a demand payment. I'll read that demand payment, and then we're going to get into, my boy is going to read the new lawsuit that will be coming to WACK and the defendants. As Worldstarhiphop has collected all monies from the success of my exclusive copyright, even though I clearly invested into this documentary for equitable gain and commerce. I definitely want to make arrangements to discuss this with you, as well as offer you any information which will assist you in defeating the defamation of character allegations falsely tied to civil litigation by Cash Jones, case number 24ST CV 16898. So I told them I'm going to be talking about the money that they owe me and giving them any information to prove that WACK is a rat with that false defamation and character, let me read this other thing for y'all. Stop sharing that. Bam. So I should be able to close that. Boom. All right. So I had counsel at the time, Attorney Jasmine, Attorney Jasmine Mines. If y'all don't know who Jasmine Mines is, just go to Instagram, follow her, tell her Duse M sent you. You know what I'm saying? But Clinton Davis Robinson, Brooke Noel. So this came from Jasmine Mines. Copyright confidential settlement communications. So we were already talking about settlement communications, right? This office represents Lamonte Deshaun Sims, aka Duse M's. Mr. Sims, the sole copyright holder of the film, WACK100 and the Snitch Allegations, the work, registered with the U.S. Copyright Office under registration number PA 2482376. This correspondence is directed to your office because, according to Mr. Sims, you indicated to him that he will be paid what he is owed in connection with his issue, or words to that effect. Our objective is to provide the relevant information to assist in facilitating resolution. The information that follows is based on Mr. Sims' account. Mr. Sims never signed, assigned, or otherwise authorized MediaLab AI Inc., DBA Worldstarhiphop, to use this work. It cannot produce any contract or license granting such right because none exists. Copyright infringement occurs when a copyrighted work is used without authorization, violating one or more of the exclusive rights granted to the copyright owner under 17 U.S.C.A. subsection 106. These rights include the ability to produce the work, prepare derivative works, distribute copies, publicly perform, or publicly display the work. And then they cite the BMG rights case, right? Unauthorized use of copyrighted work constitutes infringement unless a valid defense, such as fair use under 17 U.S.A. subsection 107 apply. The Copyright Act grant copyright holders exclusive rights to control the use of their works, including reproduction, distribution, and public performance or display. Any unauthorized use of these rights constitutes infringement under 17 U.S.C.A. subsection 501, which defines an infringer as anyone who trespasses into the copyright owner's exclusive domain. For example, Talavera and Global Payments. Hold on, who was that coming up? Y'all falling down and coming up. If y'all fall down again, I'm reading. I ain't gonna stop to come get y'all. So y'all gonna have to wait till I finish reading. All right, satisfied the ownership and copying requirements for infringement. Here on January 27, 2024, WorldstarHipHop released the work on his website front page at the top, worldstarhiphop.com, in a featured slot where it generated over 3 million views in approximately 3.5 days before it was removed by WorldstarHipHop. WorldstarHipHop also improperly authorized third parties such as Label Engine to collect revenue from the work. WorldstarHipHop also posted the work on his YouTube channel. So now you got 3 different WorldstarHipHop YouTube channel, right? So there it generated over 1 million views on YouTube in approximately 3.5 days before it was removed. As such, WorldstarHipHop also generated and collected revenue from the work through its publication on YouTube. Through these actions, WorldstarHipHop exploited the work without authorization and collected revenue from its use on both platforms. These constitute willful infringement of Mr. Sims' copyright. To put the harm in context, Mr. Sims is aware that on YouTube, 1 million views generally generates up to $10,000 in revenue. While slim available sources to the public confirm that WorldstarHipHop monetizes heavily on YouTube and earns 7 or 8 figures monthly from it, WorldstarHipHop cannot reasonably claim that its posting of Mr. Sims' copyrighted work was innocent when it is clear the company profits substantially from viewership and advertising. Not to mention, it's also received income from the posting on its actual site. To establish copyright infringement, a plaintiff must demonstrate 2 elements: ownership of a valid copyright, I got that, and 2, copying of original elements of the work without authorization, right? Then they cite some cases. Mr. Sims can easily demonstrate the infringement here. Fair use is an affirmative defense under 17 U.S.C. subsection 107. It permits limited use of copyrighted material for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, or research. Courts evaluate fair use based on 4 statutory factors. 1, the purpose and character of the use, including whether it was commercial or nonprofit. 2, the nature of the copyrighted work. 3, the amount and substantiality of the portion used. And 4, the effect of the use on the market for the original work. And they cite Peterman versus Republican National Committee. And then they go, they recognize these factors. It's all legal talk, right? The 4th fair use factor, which examines the effect of the use on the market for the original work, is often considered the most important. If unauthorized use diminishes the market for the original work or its derivatives, it is less likely to qualify as fair use. Fair use, or a fair use safe harbor, as provided by the Digital Millennial Copyright Act, is the only way that they wouldn't have to pay me. And if they were doing it not for profit, but we got proof that they were making for profit and they don't qualify for it. In summary, copyright infringement occurs when a copyrighted work is used without authorization, violating exclusive rights granted under subsection 106. While fair use provides a defense, it is subject to a multi-factor analysis, and unauthorized use that harms the market for the original work is unlikely to qualify. Mr. Sims will prevail in such action. We are aware that under 17 U.S.C. 504, See, statutory damages are awarded per work. Courts generally treat multiple posting of the same film across platforms as one work. However, Worldstarhiphop dual platform exploitation strengthens the case for willful infringement, which authorizes statutory damages of up to $150,000 per work. So for those who ain't paying attention, in addition to disgorgement of profits, attorney fees, and injunctive relief, because Mr. Sims registered the work within 90 days of first publication, Safe Harbor preserves his remedies. So if Worldstarhiphop posted the video on their worldstarhiphop.com, and I qualified for statutory damages and attorney fees, statutory damages is $150,000, right? But then Worldstarhiphop also posted the same video, which got 1 million views on YouTube. That's an additional $150,000. We're already up to $300,000 lawsuit with Worldstar. You know what I'm saying? So we were trying to work and be rational with it. But I don't think that they're very rational. Willful infringement under the Copyright Act requires proof that the defendant either had actual knowledge of the infringing activity or acted with reckless disregard or willful blindness. Willful blindness involves the subjective belief that the infringement is likely occurring and deliberate actions to avoid learning about it. And then they cite some other cases or whatever, right? Willfulness is pretty clear here, particularly because Worldstarhiphop knew it did not create the video and used it in its entirety. The financial implications of willfulness are significant. Section 504C2 allows enhanced damages up to $150,000 per work, and court also consider willfulness when awarding attorney fees. So willfulness, so for the copyright infringement is $150,000. On Worldstar platform and YouTube, that's $300,000. But if we're able to prove that implications of willfulness happen here in my case, that can go up to $150,000 per work post again. We're at already $600,000 just talking about Worldstarhiphop in awarded damages. So it talks about registering the work in 90 days. This is what we do, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe they so used to people not knowing their rights, and you know, they thought they tried it, right playing wrong nigga though. Here, the infringement is not only unlawful but deeply unfair. Worldstarhiphop is a massive platform that built its brand on the backs of independent creators. To take an individual's film, profit from his distribution, ignore his demands, and strip him of revenue undermines the very purpose of the copyright protections. Small creators should not be forced to fight for their rights against a corporation with vast resources. The policy behind copyright law is rooted in promoting the progress of science and the useful arts by balancing the interests of creators and the public. This balance is achieved by granting creators exclusive rights to their works for a limited time, encouraging creativity and innovation while ensuring that the public ultimately benefits from broad access to the creative works. The constitutional basis for copyright law is found in Article 1, Section 8, Clause 8 of the U.S. Constitution, which grants Congress the power to promote the progress of science and useful arts by securing for limited times to authors and inventors the exclusive right to their respective writings and discoveries. This provision underscores the dual purpose of copyright law, incentivizing creators by granting them exclusive rights while ensuring that their rights eventually enrich the public domain. The Copyright Act reflects a balance between encouraging creative work and serving the public interest. While creators are rewarded for their efforts, their private motivations must ultimately align with the goal of promoting broad public availability of literature, music, and other arts. This balance ensures that copyright law serves both individual creators and society as a whole. However, this does not mean that Mr. Sims should not be paid for Worldstar Hip Hop use of his work. Accordingly, Mr. Sims demands immediate payment of $95,000. This amount reflects the statutory remedies available and the commercial revenue Worldstar Hip Hop derived from infringing conduct. If Worldstar Hip Hop fails to comply in fairness, we will pursue federal litigation seeking damages up to $150,000 per work, disgorgement of profits, and attorney fees. Given your revenue scale, lack of authorization, lack of payment, and disregard for Mr. Sims' prior demand, liability is clear and exposure is significant. As we are aware, full litigation through trial can easily generate attorney fees in excess of $100,000 for each party. Notably, this demand amount, $95,000, also reflects an at least approximately 75% reduction or discount in what Worldstar Hip Hop maximum exposure would be following the filing of a lawsuit. As such, Mr. Sims' offer is more than fair. So if you say that you 75% of that if this is only 1/4 times that times 95,000 times 4, and that's how much they supposed to be paying me if we go to trial and they found gold. To be candid, Mr. Sims extends this offer to Worldstar Hip Hop at this time because he intends to relocate from Wisconsin to the West Coast of the United States. That is his current goal. As a complete aside, as your office may agree, Mr. Sims' consulting, information, and ideas present a very rare opportunity for Worldstar Hip Hop to obtain a significant tactical advantage in a lawsuit in which Worldstar Hip Hop is the defendant and Mr. Jones is the plaintiff. In addition, relocation to the West Coast will also make Mr. Sims more readily available to you for that purpose. With Mr. Sims' assistance, Worldstar Hip Hop will prevail in that matter. Although he was previously discouraged by being ignored by MediaLab and others regarding his copyright issue, he is now enthusiastic about receiving the compensation he is owed for his copyright and about assisting Worldstar Hip Hop and achieving a just result in his lawsuit. We trust that his value will not be underestimated. It is also for this reason that this letter is sent to you rather than registered agents of process. So it's for this reason y'all getting this opportunity before we file this lawsuit. Keeping things such as these confidential at the time is important. He gets it. So in conclusion and to reiterate, Mr. Sims demands immediate payment of $95,000. Please respond to this demand in writing by email to me by September 23rd, 2025. This letter is made for settlement purposes only and is therefore subject to federal rules of evidence 408. All rights and remedies of Mr. Sims are expressly reserved. So this was my attorney, Jasmine Mines. Salute to Jasmine Mines. You know what I'm saying? Okay, there go my boy. So that's where we was at, right? On the 24th of last month, we didn't receive the money from Worldstar Hip Hop, so we made plans, and now we're gonna have my boy Panda Man go ahead and read to y'all what this lawsuit is finna sound and who the plaintiffs is, and also who the defendants are. Hold on, let me get to it so that I can show y'all. Boom. Okay, let me see. Somebody just came up. I'll have to pull you up right now. You gotta wait 1 second. Bam. Okay, that's Fam West. All right, make sure I settle with dog. Sounds like bruh in the wrong chat.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. All right. Oh, you know this all gonna tie in, right? Yeah. So go ahead, Panda Man. I can say something.
Yeah, can you hear me, home?
Yeah, I got you, bro.
Okay, let me go over. You know, I don't know how to work this stuff as good as you, but let me know if you can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you, bro.
You ready, home?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, brother.
Panda Man, you ain't said nothing. Panda Man.
I'm off mute. I'm off mute. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Now go ahead.
I think when I go over to my notes that you send me, it take me out, bro. Hold on, let me try this again. Cause I have to go to my message that you sent me. Let me see. Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
You can hear me? Okay. All right, I'll start over.
Yeah, it's taking them out. We can't hear you, bro.
You know it ain't gonna let me switch screens. Look like it, bro. I got all the notes that you sent me though.
Yeah, but that ain't gonna do no good because you got to be able to read at the same time. Because when you go over, it mutes you up automatically. So let me see. All right, well, I'll get into it. Right, United States District Court, Central District of California. Lamonte Sims, pseudonym known as Duse M, ActiveChuckss Entertainment, Notorious B's publisher. Y'all do know I'm corked up, right? Y'all do understand I'm a corporate entity, right? If you didn't know, now you know. Versus MediaLab AI, Worldstarhiphop LLC, Label Engine Inc., Cash McElroy Jones, aka WACK100, and YouTube LLC, and John Doe's 1 through 10. The complaint for copyright infringement, 17 USC subsection 501, contributory copyright infringement, vicarious copyright infringement, DMCA misrepresentation under 17 USC subsection 512 F5, removal, alteration of copyright management information, which is additional award. We'll get to that. 6, unfair competition under Cal Business and Professions Code subsections 17200, tortuous interference with prospective economic advantage, and declaratory relief under 28 USC subsection 2201, demand for jury trial. Introduction. This action arises from the willful, deliberate, and unauthorized copying, distribution, monetization, publication, removal, misrepresentation of ownership, and wrongful enforcement of false copyright claims concerning plaintiffs' copyrighted documentary, WACK100, and the Snitch Allegations. 2, defendants uploaded plaintiffs' work to their own website and to the official Worldstarhiphop YouTube channel without license or authorization, monetized the work, claimed ownership, removed plaintiffs' copyright management information, and issued false DMCA takedowns, causing significant damage. 3, plaintiffs seek injunctive relief, statutory damages, actual damages, attorney fees, declaratory relief, confirming copyright ownership, and disgorgement of all profits earned by the defendants. 2, jurisdiction and venue. This action arises under the Copyright Act and the DMCA, 17 USC subsection 101 ETSEQ, and the court has jurisdiction pursuant to 28 USC subsection 1331 and 1338. Supplemental jurisdiction exists under 28 USC subsection 1367. Venue is proper under 28 USC subsection 1391B and 1408 as defendants reside in and conduct business in the district, and a substantial part of the events giving rise to this action occurred here. The Central District of California is Los Angeles. 3 parties, plaintiffs: Lamonte Sims, pseudonym known as Duse M, individual residing in California and creator owner of the work. 8, ActiveChuckss Entertainment, content creation and production entity associated with Mr. Sims. 9, Notorious B.I.G Publishing, rights holding and publishing entity registered with ASCAP, Sound Exchange, and the Mechanical Licensing Collective. I'm a business, man. You fucking with my business, man. Defendants: MediaLab AI Inc., California Corporation, parent of WorldstarHiphop. WorldstarHiphop LLC, online media publisher that uploaded and monetized plaintiff's work without authorization. Label Engine Inc., digital rights management company claiming unauthorized copyright ownership. Cash McElroy Jones, aka WACK100, an individual issuing false DMCA notices and claims. YouTube LLC, Google-owned platform where defendants' false DMCA actions caused the removal and monetization loss. 15, those 1 through 10 additional infringers whose identities are unknown. 4, factual allegations, ownership and creation. 16, on January 27, 2024, Sims created the documentary WACK100 and the Snitch Allegations. 17, Sims registered the work with the U.S. Copyright Office, PA 2/482/376. 18, embedded ISRC number QMEU 323-91660 and registered it with ASCAP, registered it with Sound Exchange, and registered it with MLC, the Mechanical Licensing Collective. Limited promotional license to WorldstarHiphop. On January 27, 2024, Sims allowed WorldstarHiphop to publish the work solely for non-exclusive promotional purposes. 20, plaintiffs did not authorize monetization, YouTube upload, sub-licensing derivatives, copyright transfer, or exclusive rights. Unauthorized upload to WorldstarHiphop YouTube channel. WorldstarHiphop published the work on his website and the official WorldstarHiphop YouTube channel, monetizing it without plaintiff's authorization. 22, defendants falsely represented ownership to YouTube. Removal and false claims. 23, on February 1st, 2024, Cash Jones issued a false cease and desist letter claiming defamation. WACK100, did you hear that, you pussy ass nigga? We are going to tackle what you and your lawsuit with WorldStar didn't tackle, because we're alleging that you filed a false cease and desist of claiming defamation against WorldstarHiphop, and you knew or should have knew that I'm the one that created the documentary. I'm the executive producer, but you didn't include me and serve notice on me of the cease and desist. Let's go. That was strategic though, because his attorneys didn't want to get into whether or not he was CS2 Back. But no longer, nigga. No longer. We gonna go ahead and get to the meat on the bones, the gristle, nigga. Worldstarhiphop removed the work from the website and the YouTube channel without notice. 25. Plaintiffs requested reinstatement. Me. I said, man, put it back up. You know what I'm saying? Right in the exclusive, which I meant premier position it was at, right? Worldstarhiphop ignored the request. False copyright claims. On January 31st, 2024, Label Engine filed a copyright claim asserting rights to my works, right? The documentary. 27. On June 30th, 2024, Jones filed a knowingly false DMCA takedown notice causing removal, strikes, and demonetization and live stream interruption. So, WACK on June 30th, 2024, while I'm live on ActiveChuckss YouTube, filed a DMCA takedown notice claiming that he owned my exclusive copyrights. That's like me saying I own Blueface's new song. You can't do that. You're going to respect my business, man. YouTube failed to recognize plaintiff's registration and continued allowing defendants to collect monetization. So YouTube is out of pocket because even though I identify myself as the actual copyright holder, they went ahead and let Label Engine and Worldstarhiphop and WACK100 claims stand. Damages. Plaintiffs received no compensation despite monetization by defendants. So everybody's got paid off of my work and claiming my work except me. 4 million views. And I don't get paid, right? Plaintiffs suffered damage to reputation. People thought it was a lie. How many? Bro, we got so much proof of the whacking nets and the professional dick pullers saying that's a lie. He proved it. Worldstar took the video down. All of that is that it damaged my reputation. I suffered damage of revenue. I suffered damage of viewership, as the promotion on Worldstar should have been sending traffic to my page and my podcast at the time. That was the strategy. And digital distribution rights. I couldn't even license it out to any other platforms, TV channels, or nothing. Because Worldstarhiphop, owned by MediaLab IA and Label Engine, were claiming that they own my work. Causes of action. 5. Copyright infringement, 17 USC, subsection 501. Ownership of valid copyright, and then it has the copyright, my copyright number for this work. I own a catalog of copyrighted works. Hit Your Brennan, 2.2 million views as an artist and executive producer. That has equitable value. This has equitable value, and they harm the equitable value. Contributory copyright infringement, knowingly induced, materially contributed to infringing acts. 3, vicarious copyright infringement, right and ability to supervise, direct financial benefit. 4, DMCA, misrepresentation under 17 USC, subsection 512F. False DMCA notices. Cash Jones, CS2 Back, Cash Jones, CS2 badges. Right. Knowledge of falsity. He knew he didn't own the copyright to my work. And it caused removal, it caused strikes, and that's resulted in damage. Money that I could have generated. 5, removal and alteration of CMI. CMI is content management information. So say I release a song right now, Duse M is the artist credited for Hit Your Bremen, right? That's the title. That's how I register it, and that's how I get money. When you remove or alter and claim that you're the owner, that's an additional award. I think it's like $25,000 per publication, 25,000 added on, right? Removal and replacement of metadata and ISRC. That's Worldstarhiphop. That's an additional $50,000 times 2. That's $100,000. Hey, Worldstar, we up to about 600,000 with just y'all right now. Y'all want to go to trial? Y'all niggas dumber than I thought. Unfair competition. California Business and Profession Code, subsection 172.007. Tortuous interference with prospective economic advantage. And 8, declaratory relief under 28 U.S.C. subsection 2201. Plaintiffs, sole copyright owners. All defendants' claims are invalid. YouTube must correct ownership. Prayer for relief. Plaintiffs request that the court awards statutory damages up to $150,000 per work. Let's add this up, because this is a lot of numbers. This a humongous bag. You know what I'm saying? So a humongous
Run it up. Run it up.
You know what I'm saying? YouTube.
Run it up.
Worldstarhiphop. YouTube
sounds waiting for that vacation.
Man, ain't no vacation. That money is only money used to invest in other business opportunities. You know what I'm saying? Nigga work. I can sleep when I die. Worldstarhiphop, YouTube, Cash Jones, and Label Engine, right? So that's 4 different entities. So statutory damages per work. So Worldstar posted it on Worldstar server. That's 150,000, and YouTube. So they start off at 300,000, right? Boom. YouTube posted it, and they didn't recognize me as the actual copyright holder. That's $150,000, right? Cash Jones claimed that the documentary was here. That's $150,000.
We up to 600 right there. And we ain't talking about Christopher Love, boy.
Label Engine continue to collect my money, and this anytime I reacted to the video or something, I couldn't get paid on my YouTube channel for that whole video because Label Engine was collecting on behalf of Worldstarhiphop, despite me contacting YouTube and telling them to do it. So Label Engine might end up paying just as much as Worldstarhiphop will, MediaLab, right? So, okay, so Worldstarhiphop award DMCA under 1202 damages $2,500 to $25,000 per violation. So Worldstarhiphop claiming that the shit was theirs. They did that 1, 2, 3, 4 every time I reacted to the video. So you're saying I think I got 7 different times I reacted to that video and they did that. That's $350,000 if I get $175,000, my bad. $175,000 if I get $25,000 per violation. Right? That's Worldstarhiphop. That's for altering the CMI, right? YouTube, they did that every time I went live. Also, that's an additional $175,000, right? Cash Jones, he only did that the one time, and he was saying he's the owner, so that's $25,000. Oh, Cash Jones, we know you ain't got no money over there like that. That that little crumbs you agreed to settle out for. We whack only up to about 100. Yeah, he only owe a nigga about 175,000 if we go to trial. So far, I haven't got everywhere. In Label Engine, 150,000, and they did this other shit. So plus the 175,000. Okay, boom. Disgorge all profits earned by defendants. So whatever WorldStar, Label Engine, and YouTube, we're gonna have to subpoena seeking preliminary injunctive relief, all data records pertaining to the advertisement deals that they had, what they were paid, etc. And we're going to be able to take everything that they ever got because it should have been mine from the beginning. We don't even know what that is, right? Issue injunction ordering correction of ownership on YouTube, remove false copyright claims. The strikes that I got on YouTube is going to have to take them off from WACK100, Worldstarhiphop, and everybody else. Attorney fees and costs. My attorney is high power Beverly Hills attorney. You're going to be paying probably close to, if we go to trial, probably close to $250,000 in award interest. So this been 2 years. By the time this finishes 3 years, interest will be earned on that and grant any other relief the court deems proper. So we at Worldstarhiphop 400 and 3, so that's 600, right? So 600 and 175. So Worldstarhiphop would be paying $775,000 if we go to trial, right? YouTube would be paying $225,000 if they go to trial without settling, right? Cash Jones will be paying $175,000. Cash Jones. Hey, I remember old Cash App Jones. You know what I'm saying? Valley money, nigga. Oh,
hey, Deuce, I got a question though.
All right, hold on, one of them. Let me add this up.
All right, go ahead.
Label Engine, okay, then that's $325,000. Okay, so I'm finna add all of that up. The lawsuit will be, because we didn't even add this up, right? And mind you, this doesn't even account for the money that they already made through advertising. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're going to have to give us these statutory damages, and then whatever money they had earned. When we're going to check their pockets. Time to pat these niggas' pockets around this funky joint. So you're talking about 20, that's 14, 18, that's 20, damn, that's 20 everywhere, huh? 11, 9, 11, 14. You're talking about $1.5 million lawsuit. Demand for jury trial. Plaintiff demands a jury trial on all issues, so tribal. And then it got all of that. And this is what it's going to be. We're going to have as evidence. And then let me give y'all the evidence, and we're going to get into the chat while he talks, because he wanted to ask some shit. So hold on real quick. You know what I'm saying? We could get, damn, 1.5 million? Damn, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Right, good business deal.
hey, listen, hey, bozo, you done got your bag. Bozo, you done got your ops a bag, you dumbass.
Laughing all the way to the bank on that one.
Bro, bro, the craziest part about it, homie, this nigga wouldn't even be on the lawsuit if he just couldn't stand to see the documentary on my page. You know what I'm saying? So the nigga just was desperate. My nigga, he just filed a copyright takedown notice. And
nigga, pride come before the fall, my brother.
Pride come before the fall, bozo. You done gave your ops a bag. You's a dumb nigga. Dumb ass nigga. So this is these is the letters initially filed for the takedown notice. The demand for payment. This was to YouTube. They got served. I sent them a copy of that from No Jumper. You know what I'm saying? Boom. This is, hey, ActiveChuckss, copyrighted content has been detected in your video. 5 million. So when I filed these letters to YouTube, WACK100 lawyer, and Worldstarhiphop, I'm doing a live showing my video, the documentary, right? And it says copyrighted content has been detected in your video. $5 million legal action versus Worldstarhiphop, YouTube LLC, and WACK100. The visibility of your video is not impacted, but you can no longer monetize it. The copyright owner is now either monetizing it or receiving analytics about it. This is not a copyright strike and does not affect your channel. So this was September 4th, 2024. Label Engine are the content owners. Can you imagine somebody just saying you can't get paid from this video you're doing because you showed your own documentary and these niggas just deboing my money? You know what I'm saying?
Yo, they try to play you like Cheeseburger Chuck, homie.
They try to play me like Cheeseburger Chuck. Here's a copy of the actual certificate of registration. When you register, this is the deed to the house. This is the pink slip to your car. You know what I'm saying? This shows and it's stamped by the United States copyright, right? Library of Congress, certificate of registration. Y'all see the scales in it? Don't it look kind of like different from any other kind of paper? It's because it has equitable value, just like a dollar do. You understand what I'm saying? So, and it says title of the work, WACK100, and the Snitch Allegations. Date on the copies. I sent them the copies 1/27/2024. And that was the exact same day Worldstarhiphop released my documentary. You know what I'm saying? So ISRC number. So it's embedded with digital fingerprints. ISRC codes, like the barcode on this. If you scanned this because it found out the water was contaminated, they can do a recall because it's going to tell them exactly where they bottled this water up, where it came from. It's the exact same thing for my music or a documentary. The barcode is so that they can know it came from ActiveChuckss. They removed that and claimed my documentary. Entire motion picture. Pseudonym, Duse M, author, Lamonte Sims. So then you got that, right? Then this is proof that we uploaded it, checking in. That's Big U, the Checking In podcast, forward whack, Kenny Kingpin. He was the third party that linked us up with Steve at Worldstarhiphop and the other boy, Danny, at Worldstarhiphop. Hold on, this should say Danny name on here somewhere. Boom, encryption, Duse M's director. So it got my name there, director IG handle. So this is WACK100 exposed CS2 Back hip hop police. Copyright. Your dispute has been reviewed. WACK100 exposed for being an alleged federal informant. Documentary. After reviewing your dispute, because I disputed them, right? Label Engine has decided that their copyright claim is still valid. So they didn't care that I gave them a copyright number. YouTube didn't care. Label Engine didn't care. The video title, WACK100 exposed for being an alleged federal informant, right? So these motherfuckers is constantly claiming my shit. Hey, ActiveChuckss, the following claim on the video, unveiling the controversy. WACK100 and the Snitch Allegations with Duse M and Yael has been disputed, claimed by Label Engine, right? On behalf of Worldstarhiphop. Now, here's the big dodo. the bozo. Hey, ActiveChuckss, we received a copyright removal request for your video based on applicable copyright law. We removed your video from YouTube. The video title, Damu and Kiwe Conversation, viral Worldstarhiphop video re-release. Video URL. The content used, WACK100 CS2 Hip Hop Police. The content found in there, the entire video. And removal request issued by Cash Jones. Y'all see his little signature? Then I had played the video again. Duse M, WACK100, he did WACK100 watch his brother Zach get executed and got no retaliation. He took that off because I played my documentary in it. And then Duse M, WACK100, heated. Oh, hold on. That we already did that one. Hold on. Let me close this so I can re-show it because it's fucking up right now. Right? Content used. So WACK. This means that your video can no longer be viewed on Worldstar, can be viewed on YouTube, and you received the copyright strike. Ain't that what I alleged in the lawsuit? That I received the copyright strike and they took my video down, my documentary down?
That you did.
So this is what what we got as evidence that that's our video. That's these people had no thing and they collected all of our money. They claimed my documentary, you know what I'm saying? And let's see what the good people talking about. I'm gonna let while I'm going through the chat, reading some of the chat, let y'all start talking about what y'all think this means and moving forward.
Man, you know them blessings come in mysterious ways, homie. You know what I'm saying? I'd have been through things a couple of times, man, where dark days, man, push you into a bigger blessing. You know what I'm saying? And just on some man shit, just real talk on just keeping it gangster, just from a melanated perspective. Homie heart ain't right, so he ain't gonna win. I don't wish no bad luck on no man, bro. I wish no bad luck on no man. I have no jealousy or envy or hatred in my heart towards no man. But man, bro, heart ain't right, bro. You know what I'm saying? So ain't no good gonna come out of there regardless. And then, you know, Deuce, you keeping it gangster, you keeping it solid with us. You know what I'm saying? From the time I've been knowing you, done always kept it real with me, man. You know, so he ain't gonna win, bro. Ain't no good gonna come out of there, bro. And that's, you know, I've been laughing because a lot of stuff you say, it be funny. I ain't gonna lie, it be funny, bro. But man, like, just on some serious shit, man, ain't nothing good gonna come from homie, bro. And that's just keeping it real, man.
Anybody else?
Yeah. Oh man, dude, so many years on Clubhouse, bro. So many years when I heard this slippery rat weasel snake lie his way out of so many things and then get caught up with the truth and then try to lie out again and fall into a rock. Man, my thing is this. Like I'm definitely gonna piggyback on the brother. Hey, what you put out there, it comes back at you 10 times fold. Karma's a motherfucker. And right now, all that karma is coming back from this suit, from the of course from the divorce, from more criminal offenses that can be placed upon him because you were involved, you were in the vicinity, you was associated with it, and you did not stop it. But my thing is this: I heard you calculating all the numbers, right? I think they need to pay you more. I'm gonna be honest, because what about
I counted 1.7. Maybe my math out because I did it in my head. And the OG, he's sharp. He's sharp.
2.3.
I counted 1.7. OG sharp, so I ain't gonna question him. But I counted 1.7.
Reason why I say 2.3 because for the simple fact, what about other ventures like paid platforms that you know other podcasts would have invited you and would have paid for pay for your accommodations, and just for you to tell your story about the documentary and give more deep and insight about the documentary. That's costing, especially at the time when you put out the documentary. The iron was hot. The iron was hot. You know what I'm saying? And I just think you deserve more. Not only the all the revenue they accumulated, all the media outlets accumulated, but also in future income that you could accumulate from this documentary. So that's why I say 2.3 million.
Okay. So you said, okay, I thought you said 1.3. You said 2.3. Okay, I'm with you, King. I'm with you, King. My bad.
That he will be able to sit on and talk about this and really grow ActiveChuckss.
Right.
It cost him time.
Hey, then Deuce, I didn't hear you put nothing in slander, and then I didn't hear you put nothing in there about pain and suffering. Maybe I missed it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think you should. Maybe we could talk about that offline, because I don't want to throw everything out there. But bro, I didn't hear you mention that either, man. Like, I think you should really consider that, bro. Like, real talk.
Yeah, for real.
I say the slander. I think I know I heard him mention his wife, disrespect his wife. Went on other platforms spewing the same lies. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Deuce deserve more. I believe now he wish he never challenged him on Clubhouse. He would have just backed off, not even saying
for sure.
His pride, man. His pride. He can't keep his mouth shut. He's like the worst informant.
Man, you got to choose your battles, homie. For real.
And he taking such a whole role. I want to hear what Fan West got to say, but he took such a whole role trying to go, bro. Go get your statement, bro. Greg Caden said he got it. Go get your statements that you made to Greg Caden and bring it to your hood or publish it publicly. Nigga, you don't go try to take a whole route like you filing some civil suits. So you know what? I wasn't even going to hit this nigga with defamation. But you said that I was a homosexual and I ran to Wisconsin to witness protection.
Bleed his ass.
With a transsexual. So we got them clippings. I'm going to make sure we hit you with the defamation too. I'm going to break your motherfucking pockets. You know what I'm saying?
Ass.
You said that I beat the bitch and threw her in the trunk and kidnapped her. I beat the kidnapping. I never threw her in no motherfucking trunk. I was found not guilty, and it's so crazy because all you got to do is Google the case. You have the case. You read it and still push this false narrative on no jumper. Oh yeah, and he said, why were you so mad at Munchie B? He said, because he asked me about this gay guy. So yeah, since you want to play defamation, I've got to make sure I talk to my lawyer about that, and also what the brother said about slander and loss of wages, like bookings.
Yeah, because like, look, he mentioned your wife, so we don't know. She probably heard it and felt some way, like,
right? Oh yeah, he said I beat her, so let me do that.
False shit, you know what I'm saying?
Said I beat Maria. Mm-hmm. He said I beat the torta out that flat booty bitch.
Don't forget that pain and suffering, OG. Seriously, bro.
Because you know, she going her professional life and they know who he is because he strived to be so famous and shit, but nothing. You know, the nigga ain't got no talent. But I mean, you don't know what she's suffering.
Right.
We don't know. You could have came home, Deuce,
yeah, she told me
whatever
today,
how she called.
Yeah, she told me today that business been down, and I'm starting to connect it too. Maybe that's why she was making 180. Well, I don't want to put her business out there. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm just saying, you got all possibilities. Like he said, we got to put extras on it. You know what I'm saying? My wife was. Remember when he said they bust in his house and his wife was, she was stressed out.
Yeah.
Shit, same shit. What goes with our cover?
But you know something else? I just thought you're right, bro, about the pain and suffering. Because had I been getting that money, I could have reinvested. because I invested into this and I wasn't seeing the profit up off of it, it caused strife between me and Maria. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
Cause like you got to think too, like you're a walking franchise, a business, and you putting slander. You turning people away. What he doing? He done turned certain people away from fucking with you. You know, throwing you in the mix because he having beef with Big U and his corporation, what he got going. See, it's like these niggas, they get a little bit of knowledge. They fuck with the palm colored niggas and they feel they own, and then they want to come and put this wool on our own people and shit instead of helping. Remember we talked about this before. Instead of you got all these connections in the game, instead of you trying to help your people, you want to dog your people. You seeing people from other states that say, well, all I hear this nigga doing is always coming after his own people,
right?
After the other
right.
That's a prime example of a house nigga. You a coon nigga all day, every day. Like he said, you know, we sick, master. Get the fuck out of here. Them the type of niggas they need they throat slit, allegedly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, homie.
Allegedly, you know what I'm saying?
I'm a 70s baby, nigga. What you talking about? That shit is weak, my nigga. You the type of nigga that if Harriet Tubman should put the gauge in your mouth, my nigga. You know me, nigga. Straight revolution, nigga. That nigga's a coon. I'll go on mute. I'm a
super coon.
3-finger coon,
man. But I 3-finger WACK100, nigga. WACK100, nigga.
Say these raccoons and shit. Bunch of raccoons.
We got some more. Get your money, man. They said
when you
nothing more
win,
dangerous than a street nigga that know the law.
That's real talk. I read that. Hey man, when you win, you gotta play that clip from Coming to America, man. When King Jaffa showed up and he showed the dad his money from Africa. He said the boy got his own money.
Oh man, bro. So I'm seeing what the chat thinking, man. What y'all thinking, man? Anything y'all want to add? Because the brothers, shout out to Fan West TV. Shout out to my boy Southern Forest. Shout out to Panda Man. Y'all both gave me some shit I gotta talk to my lawyer about. And we can review it. I hope he goes with all of it because y'all right, man. Y'all made some good points that I didn't even consider. And even to right now, I'm like, man, I ain't no defamation of character.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Bro, if this nigga didn't, because I'm such a street nigga, right? If this nigga didn't file the DMC claiming my copyright and they taking it down and me suffering damages from that, right? Bro, he wouldn't even have been in this lawsuit. But because he's in his lawsuit for that, and then we sitting up here and I'm thinking about this whole ass shit this nigga did. Oh, fuck nigga ass shit that he did. Straddling the fence, he been telling and claiming he a gangster, and then telling and then find out he a payroll. Then he telling and then we find out he's a buster getting slapped by TD, knocked out by J Rock. Then also
never get old.
And then get punched, nigga. Yo, bitch ass nigga. You want to take that whole route? Nigga, you fight fire with fire, nigga. They said, Valley. They said, Deuce finna get paid and open to work, bro. I'm finna get paid and open to work, man.
The boy got his own money. The boy got his
I come for it. My son works.
There you go, OG. You got it, bro. There you go, OG. There you go, OG.
He is here to soil his royal.
Yeah, they said that's the beauty of suing a big company. You're liable to get a few coins. Doesn't mean a person, man. Yeah, that's a fact. What does the case says? Open, he settled. He won't show it. We all know he settled for some crumbs, bro. He said he was suing for $5 million and he was gonna settle for 2.5, and now he's telling us he got 6 figures, but he won't show us that it was 6 figures. So I don't believe him. You know what I'm saying?
You and I know what that boy had that he'd have showed that, dudes. Come on now.
Yeah, he would have
Man, like my mama would say, I was born at night, but not last night, bro. I was born at night, but not last night, bro. If Wack had that, he'll show it, dog. Come on now, you know that, bro.
You don't want to
ain't got nothing.
show his paperwork, though. That's why that shit been
they
up,
might have
right?
gave that nigga 5,000-10,000, homie.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? 5,000-10,000 just to go away. And he's like, well, at least I can just say, well, shit, I won.
Hey, listen, there's another thing.
Consolation prize.
And I'm gonna try to be serious after this.
Zeros on it in his mind.
Hey man, another thing after this, I'm gonna try to be serious, man. When you look at that video footage on the front of that stage, after Tiny Draw slapped him, man, he was sitting there rubbing his hand.
He looked like he had a Scared Straight program. That shit was crazy,
bro.